building. We're back on Black History tonight. Men worthy of honor. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to see if y'all can figure out who we're going to talk about tonight. That is the most tasteless drink that I've ever had. I tried it one time before, and then I tried a different flavor. This is tangerine. Don't buy it. You might as well drink straight water. Not good. Not to me. Give y'all a few minutes to come on in. I've been up since 2, so I'm ready to hit it, okay? The shower and the bed in that order. Hey, Misty. Hello, ma'am. I'm here. Okay, Misty. Glad to see you tonight. Let a few more come in, and then we're going to get on with our commentary on Men of Honor tonight. And then if they don't show in a little while, you know how Ms.V do it. They catch the replay. That's cool with me. Yeah, I'm tired, y'all. I woke up at 2, remember? The alarms went off, and it's now 6:45. And I was like, I can't wait to 7. I'll mess around and fall off to sleep and won't wake up until the end of the morning. But nevertheless, tonight I would like to, over here on Chatting with Ms.V, recognize and honor the Tuskegee Airmen of World War II. Hey, Deborah, how are you doing this evening? Just to relay some information of the Black American men and women who have dedicated and some who lost their lives for this country. America the Beautiful. Through education, youth incentives, and more, we honor them tonight. They were dedicated, determined young men who volunteered to become America's first Black military airmen. So I thought that was very appropriate. And again, someone asked if we could talk about it tonight. And I was like, well, they sent it to me, I think 2 days ago. And I decided tonight was a good night. So we're going to talk about it tonight in honor of them during Black History Month. They were famous for instituting the first African American flying unit in the United States. They trained at Tuskegee Army Airfield in Alabama during World War II. In all, 992 pilots were trained in Tuskegee from 1941 through 1946. 355 were deployed overseas, and 84 lost their lives. The toll included 68 pilots killed in action or accidents, 12 killed in training and non-combat missions, and 32 captured as prisoners of war. That within itself is saying a lot to me, that these men actually did something, a first. I like to hear about first, that actually accomplishes a mission or does something in life. I think I saw Charlene come in. Hi, Charlene. Good evening. How are you? And Yo-Yo is in the building tonight. Okay, I guess we're going to be trolling on Black history with trying to speak on, I call American heroes. Sad but true. Okay. The Tuskegee Airmen were a group of African American military pilots. Hey, Misty. And airmen who fought in World War II. So that's who we're talking about tonight. They were the first African American military aviators in the United States Armed Forces. During their years of operations from 1940 to 1946, Like I said, 996 pilots were trained at the Tuskegee Army Air Base. Okay, approximately 445 were deployed overseas, and 150 lost their lives during that period. Bomber crews often requested to be escorted by these, what they call red tails, a nickname acquired from the painted tails of the Tuskegee fighter planes, which were a distinctive deep red. 66 Tuskegee Airmen died in combat. They had one of the lowest loss records of any escort fighter group. Three important facts about the Tuskegee Airmen. They were trained at Tuskegee Army Airfield in Alabama, which is how they got their name, the Tuskegee Airmen. They were known as the 99th Pursuit Squadron by the United States Army Air Corps, later the United States Army Air Force. Somebody else came in. Hold on. Charlene and Lena, good evening. Okay. They were known as the 99th Pursuit Squadron by the U.S. Army Air Corps. The Tuskegee Airfield was opened in July 1941, with the first class graduating the following fall. Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Oliver Davis, Jr., was the squadron's commander. Davis is best known for his becoming the U.S. Air Force first African American general. In 1943, they were deemed ready for combat and were sent to North Africa and the Mediterranean. In 1944, pilots from the 99th Squadron shot down 12 German fighter planes in 2 days. That same year, the 100, the 301, and the 302 squadrons arrived in Europe. The 99th, 100, 301, and 302 squadrons made up the 332nd Fighter Group. Let's see. Hey, Miss Emma, how you doing? Rebecca is in the building tonight. Hey, niece, how you doing? Lawana, thank y'all for coming in to Gisty. Okay, so let's continue with the Tuskegee Airmen. That's our topic of conversation tonight, and I think they're worthy of being spoken on Black History Month. The tails of their planes were painted red for identification, earning them the nickname Red Tails. Around 25 bombers they escorted were shot down, with half as many as any other escort groups. The 33rd flew their last combat mission in April of 1945, 2 weeks before Germany surrendered. Hello, Ken. Good evening. Hey, Jennifer. Okay. In their 2 years of combat, they are flown back and forth more than 15,000 parties, over 1,500 missions. They destroyed over 250 German planes, both on the ground and in the air, and nearly 1,000 rail cars and transport vehicles. During World War II, 66 Tuskegee aviators were killed in action, with 32 being captured as POWs. It was not until July 1948 that President Harry Truman would issue the Executive Order 9981, which designated the U.S. Armed Forces. Okay. Hey, Cam, you back again? Good evening to you. Waterproof Sun, good evening and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. The Tuskegee Airmen flew in the Mediterranean theater of operations. The reason the Tuskegee Airmen were all black is because of segregation. Full stop. There was a push to include Black Americans in the Army Air Corps, but due to the strict segregation of Americans Air Force, the only way to have Black American aviators was to form a squadron of all Black flyers. So we were segregated even back then, fighting for our own country. I've heard some stories from people who came from Vietnam, and that was a very segregated war, also. Sad, but true. We all fighting for one cause, but we still segregated. In 2007, more than 300 of the original Tuskegee Airmen received the Congressional Gold Medal of Honor from George W. Bush. So 2007, that would have been the second Bush. The jet fighters of the 262nd provided Army intelligence. So they were very, very smart people to be able to go overseas, not know the language, flying planes after they have been through training in Alabama, and give back Army intelligence with valuable technical information on the aircraft. The German bomber crews named the Tuskegee Airmen Red-Tailed Angels, also known as Black or Lonely Eagles. Taylor and Ms.V, good evening. And they were also called Blackbird Men. Let me go back up for just a minute. Hey, Carolyn Tottenham, good evening. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Tiffany, hello. No, that's TT Fancy. Hello. And welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Okay. There was some white Tuskegee Airmen also. I never knew this until I sit down and actually did a little research on it. I just thought everybody in that squad was black, but they weren't. They were the first commanders of the Tuskegee Airmen units. They were white, as were the majority of the flight instructors at the Tuskegee Army Airfield Air Force Base. However, the overwhelming majority of Tuskegee Airmen were black. The first female, didn't know this, that there was a female that was a Tuskegee Airman sergeant, and her name was Amelia Jones. She worked for 2 years doing WW2. She was honored for her service in 2014. The Tuskegee Airmen became the most respected fighter groups in WW2. Of the 16.1 million Americans who served in World War II, fewer than 1% are alive today. As of October 21st, 2023, that just passed last year, there are roughly 1,000 Tuskegee Airmen, and only a handful remain alive. Okay, let me get into the chat because I'm not going to be with you long tonight. I'm very tired and very, very sleepy. Carolyn is saying hello to me. I'm late, but I'm here. Hello, chat. Happy Tuesday, y'all. It is Tuesday, isn't it? Yes, it's Tuesday, Carolyn. I know you work that shift work too, so it's kind of hard to keep up with the days. Miss Lieber is saying good evening, Miss V, in chat, dropping down to say I'm loving this. Thank you, Miss Libra. Okay. Charlene, Ms. V, very informative information. Love it. Yes, I told y'all I thought I wanted to pick certain groups of people that we never talk about during Black history. We always talk about the same ones who invented this and invented that. But there were many other Black Americans who have made history that we never talk about. And we're going to do Mom Mabesley also. I decided that today when I thought about her because she was a comedian, whole different genre, whole different era of making history. But she did that in her day. And she would have been back in the 20s, the roaring 20s. Thank you, Charlene. Me too, Miss. I thought they were all black. No, the ones who instructed them at the Air Force Base in Alabama were white. And they had a few others there who also instructed them with their aviation program. So that's how they actually became pilots from the white man. Yep. And I didn't know about the lady either. I had no clue that there was a lady that was a Tuskegee Air woman. Never had anybody said anything about it. Charlene is speaking to everyone in the chat, and she says, please hit the like button. Tajista is in the building. Weston must be held accountable for what and how they treated African Americans. I think about that all the time. And when I think about it, I always go back to Martin Luther King. We shall overcome one day. But that day might not be here on earth. It might be in a different setting and a different place. Probably. I don't know if there will ever be peace here on earth. We're definitely not going in the right direction to have peace here on earth. Not when you can get up with hate and evil and jealousy and all of this stuff every day, and you wake up with it, you go to bed with it, you start the next day with it, and it just goes on and on and on. How can there ever be peace? At some point, you just got to say, hey, enough is enough. I'm stopping right here. I don't even want to go any further. Big Dre, got a good story. Thank you, and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Okay, do y'all have anything y'all would like to add to the Tuskegee Airmen, or something you may know that I did not bring out tonight? Hey, straight out of Naptown. Hello, Queen Mods and chat. We have just done commentary on the Tuskegee Airmen, Naptown, and I'm not going to stay here very long tonight because I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning and worked all day, and I'm really, really tired, but I really wanted to bring that to the platform on Black History and honor those fallen soldiers, as well as the handful that are still alive and those who were honored back in 2014 if they're still alive. I have a little story about that. When I was living in Baltimore, my husband actually met one of them, and he asked him to come by his house and do some work for him, contracting work. He needed some work done on his window sills, needed to be replaced, and I don't remember what else. But this guy was like in his 90s then and was still alive and living alone in Baltimore. And he actually lived on Baltimore Pike back then. And I've been gone from there going on 4 years now. In April, it will be 4 years. So my only regret thinking about this tonight was I didn't get one picture with him. And he had a lot of pictures throughout his house, in his uniform, by the plane that he flew and everything. And it would have been wonderful if I had been on YouTube back then, where we could have sit down and actually talked about it and his experiences there. But I don't even know if he's still with us now. YouTube update the live, so you have to go to the 3 dots on the right side to like. Oh, I'm glad y'all know all this stuff, because y'all know I be at work. So y'all are telling me stuff I don't have any idea. Thank you, Tajisty. She says YouTube update the live. So you have to go to the 3 dots on the right to like. So it's not down at the bottom anymore. Okay, thank you for that info, because I sure didn't know it. Charlene said, Ms.V, I say our culture reminds me of the children of Israel. It does. It really does. When you stop and you really think about it. Hi, Jasmine. How are you? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 4K. I'm very, very close. Last time I checked, I think I needed about 40 more people, and I'll be there. Um, hey Lily, how you doing? Good evening, Lady V. My new name for you is Ms.V, and everyone in the chat. Is that a G? Hold on. Y'all know I can't see what I'm a readers. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Let me go back up here. Evening, Lady V. My new name for you is Miss V. Okay. And everyone in the chat, GE. Okay. Sir Cappuccino, hello and welcome to Chatting with Miss V. I want y'all to hit that subscribe button while y'all coming in here. Okay. And good evening to you, JK Vlogs 29. Welcome to Chatting with Miss V. Hey, Miss Joy, how you doing? Y'all are probably going to have to catch the replay because this is going to be a short live tonight. Due to lack of sleep. I'm really tired. I'm really sleepy. So I'm not going to stay on here very long. I did want to come out and bring the commentary on the Tuskegee Airmen because I thought that was very important to just honor them during Black History. So, you saying military, I subbed. Thank you. We appreciate your time and your service. Hold on. It just jumped again. Melishai, I guess that's correct. I'm good. How are you? Just a little tired. Our alarm system went off here last night, and I woke up at 2 o'clock. And normally I woke up at 4 o'clock, so I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning, and we're pressing into 2 o'clock. I passed 2 o'clock today, and now we pressing into 2 o'clock again. So I'm gonna have to get some rest tonight. Corgi 44, you're so pretty. Thank you very much. Carolyn, thanks because I had become frustrated looking for the regular way to hit the like button. Okay, so to say y'all have to go up in the right hand corner and hit the like button. Y'all have a wonderful night. I am out of here. I gotta go get in a shower and get some sleep before I fall asleep talking to y'all. And I don't want to do that. I will be back tomorrow. Not sure what our commentary will be on tomorrow, but it'll be something on Black history. Okay. I'll try to get out here in the morning at 10 if I get off work in time. If not, I'll see y'all around the same time at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Y'all have a great night. Much love to you. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me tonight about the Airmen. And I will see you tomorrow. Good night.